Two drivers, one obsession, zero fear. A true story of speed, ego, and cheating death at 200 miles an hour. And that's just getting in a car with my co-host. This is 100 Things We Learned from Film. I'm one of your hosts. My name's Planty, or as they call me down the boozer, Niki Lauda.
Very Lauda. And I'm the other guy, and I'm just here for the ride. Or the rush. Or the rush.
John, the rush. Oh, what a rush.
What a rush.
I absolutely no idea why my macho man Randy Savage sounds like an ex-president of the United States of America. I'm not a crook. It's crazy. Really? Absolute lunacy. John Boy, how are you?
I'm alright, buddy. It's starting to get colder again, so I've got the hoodie on. Oh, actually, hang on.
Are you too warm?
No, not. Toronto, baby.
Oh, Toronto. All right, okay. Yeah.
All the way for, guess where this is for?
I don't know. The Barras.
No, Toronto. Actually, what I was going to say that.
But we're not alone, so we better shut up just having like a catch-up, because that's not what this podcast's about. Because somebody pretty special had a spin and got to pick a film of their own. It is our friend and your friend, the not-so-angry Kurt. Hello, mate.
Hello. Hello, how are you?
Are you well?
Yeah,
I'm very well, thank you.
Doing good, thank you.
Good, fantastic.
Not that the audience can see this, but I like the two names that you've both given yourselves on the call. So Nigel Mansell and Niki Lauda. Yeah, I feel as though I should have chosen someone.
Yeah.
Who would you have picked if you were given the chance?
I'd probably go with someone very niche that neither of you would have heard of. So I'd have gone a current driver like Alex Albon, because he's my favourite.
Right. Okay. Who does he race with?
Williams.
All right. Okay. Look, full disclosure, I've absolutely no idea about Brum Brums. I don't. all I know is how our petrol engine works, and that's probably about. I know how to fill up the.
You know exactly how to put it.
Yeah, I know how to do an oil change.
May I ask both of you, what have you watched many racing films before? Did you see like F1 last year?
No, did you see F1, John?
I used to watch it years ago when they were allowed to advertise cigarettes, because like Damon Hill and all that, or the like Williams team, I loved all that. But then when they took off the advertising, yeah, it wasn't cool for me. I was
that F1 movie, Kurt. That was Brad Pitt, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I've seen that. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Ford versus Ferrari was one of my films of that year. Was it 2-3 years ago? That was brilliant.
Mine's with Sylvester Stallone. Who's that Sylvester Stallone one?
Death Race 2000.
yeah,
Driven.
Driven.
Right,
Jesus.
okay. What else have you seen that you like that's a racing film, Kurt?
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo I haven't seen. That's the kids. It's the Sony vehicle thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a Clint Eastwood one.
That's Gran Torino, you nugget.
It was close, man. It was close.
And then
fantastic.
I actually watched one very recently for the first time, Days of Thunder. But
Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise,
yeah.
Daytona.
Yeah. But I wasn't.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I didn't think it was that great.
No. Ricky Bobby, previous episode of this.
Oh, yeah.
Does that count as racing, just going around in a circle?
It does.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. And that bit out of Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's the Sugar Rush. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, Kurt, you bought for us one of your favourites. None of the films we've just discussed. Do you want to tell people at home what you bought for us?
Yeah, so the film is called Rush. It tells us a true story of the relationship between two famous F1 drivers in the 70s, I believe. Niki Lauda and James Hunt. So yeah, it's basically about like them competing against each other. Like through pretty much every era of F1, there's normally some kind of big rivalry going on. So like the most recent one would be Max Verstappen against Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, I guess this was maybe the one that kind of kicked it all off in terms of there being a big rivalry in the sport.
Fantastic.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, full disclosure, it's such a great time. Both times watching this.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Loved it.
and you've carried on a fantastic run, Kurt, of really good choices from patrons. So we've had a run of about 5 now, haven't we, of films where we've just gone, wow, these have been great. Only for it to be scuppered next week. But more on that at the end of the show, I think, John.
Let's do that.
So if you like what we do, you can give us a quid, which is exactly what Kurt does. He's had his name on the wheel now. He's spun it. He can stop paying us now. Please don't. But yeah, and that's given him the opportunity to do this. If you want, you can come on the show, or you can send us a little message. But yeah, give us a quid, and we'll give you a shout out every single episode, which is almost every week. 100thingswe've-done-for-film.co.uk or patreon.com/100thingsfilm. Kurt, you've got a podcast of your own that we haven't mentioned yet. Do you want to tell the listeners about that?
Yeah, it's called the Never Watchers. So it actually started out in lockdown, where me and my co-host Pete. So the concept is that at the time I'd not seen any of the Marvel films other than some of the Spider-Man ones, and well, when I say Marvel films, I mean the MCU. So it was basically I would watch one of the films. And then we would catch up afterwards to basically discuss our thoughts on it, with me being giving my perspective as like a first reaction to it, and Pete, he was like a big MCU fan who'd got all the knowledge, so just coming at it from a newcomer's perspective and his perspective, and then eventually we caught up, and whilst we still do the Marvel stuff as and when it comes out, we've now expanded into covering basically other films, and we take it in turns, like choose a film that one of us has already seen and that the other one hasn't, and then basically just discuss our thoughts on it afterwards.
Yeah, recent ones, I think you've done 12 Angry Men, which was a great episode.
Yeah.
The Banshees of Inisherin, which was pretty much my film of the year a couple of years ago. So that's good. And you do, is it Wonder Man? Is that the thing that's on Disney Plus at the minute?
So that's our most recent MCU one. And then the next episode we're going to be doing Minority Report, which I've not seen.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, so you are.
I like it.
That of the Tom Cruise films I can watch, because there's not many, that's probably one of the 5 Tom Cruise films I can still watch.
Agreed.
It's great fun. And who doesn't love... Is that Philip K. Dick? That one, or is it... I nearly said Nabokov, but that's the bloke who wrote Lolita. That's the old pervert that wrote Lolita. You know, anyway. But by the by, let's get on with this. Oh, I'm going to steal your idea for the podcast, Kurt, a little bit, because I want to do, and I hope you're listening, Joe, I want to do a Peep Show Never Watches, because I've never seen a second of Peep Show, and I'm sure someone out there wants to make me watch every episode of Peep Show. I don't think I will. I'd call it the Never Peeped or something. That sounds a little bit sexy, doesn't it? So maybe not.
Your point of view?
Always people.
There you go. Point of view. Oh, why? Right, okay. So, we start with... For some reason, I have written Clint Howard, which is his brother, isn't it? That's the odd-looking little fellow.
No.
That's his brother. It's not Clint Howard, is it? It's Ron Howard.
Ron Howard. Right.
Ron Howard, who I'm really disappointed whenever Ron Howard isn't doing the voiceover on things now. Because after Arrested Development, it's just, for me, it's that. It really is. So not originally a Formula One fan, admitting he knew little about the sport before taking the project. Much like when he made Apollo 13. Apparently he'd never been to the moon.
What?
Oh, can you believe
Jesus.
it? Can you believe it? Anything on the 100 companies that come up at the start of this?
So Cross Creek Pictures is an American independent film production finance company founded in 2009. 2009. What a year. Image Entertainment was founded in 1981 in Hollywood, California. Initially a major distributor of laser discs. Lasers!
Oh, wow!
And later specialised in DVD distribution. That's all I got. I think we all had the other one, so I just left it.
Yeah, I think we've got Working Title here, which we've had about 5 times now, usually on the Cornetto trilogy films. Cost $38 million to make and made $98 million. Even if you take off the usual, 30 to 50% on top for marketing, that's big success, isn't it? It's quite a good
big
result.
monies.
We get the German Grand Prix. It's the Nuremberg Ring on the 1st of August 1976. And we've got a voiceover of Niki Lauda. I'll do the accent a little bit, but not a lot.
What?
25 drivers start every season in Formula One, and each year 2 of us die. Cheery. The kind of person does a job like this. Not normal men for sure. Rebels, lunatics, dreamers. People who are desperate to make a mark and are prepared to die trying. My name is Niki Lauda. And racing people know me for 2 things. The first is my rivalry with him. I don't know why it became such a big thing. We were just drivers bustling each other's balls. To me, this is perfectly normal. But other people saw it differently. That whatever it was between us went deeper. The other thing I'm remembered for is what happened in 1976 when I was chasing him like an asshole. It's a great start.
It's a good start. Yeah. It draws you in, doesn't it? Why is he chasing them?
The race begins, and it's a wet one. The 1st of August 1976, listeners, Trinidad and Tobago became a republic, which is great news for the people of Trinidad, the people of Tobago, and the people of And. The Reichsbruch, or the Empire Bridge, collapsed without warning on the Danube River in Vienna. The Seattle Soundhawks played their first American football game, a preseason contest at the King Dome against the visiting San Francisco 49ers, and they lost 27-20. Births: Ivan Duque Marquez, President of Colombia from 2018 to 2022, and one for you, Kurt, Nwankwo Kanu, Nigeria, Arsenal, Pompey, West Brom, big gangly proto Peter Crouch, wasn't he? Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big lad. Now, allegedly born then, because I think he was in his 30s when he signed for Arsenal in the late 90s. I'm going to dispute that he was born, 4 years before me. I'm not having that for a second. He was 100 years old, if a day. We go to 6... Sorry, Kurt, go for it.
I've got a couple of 1970... Well, 2 facts about the Nürburgring and this race, if you're interested.
Please.
So the first one is that the race that happens here in 1976 was the last Formula One event staged at the Nürburgring because, as we actually it was because it's deemed as too dangerous of a track now, and whether it's wet or dry. And then the other one is that in the film, the racetrack's given the nickname the Graveyard because of all the drivers that have perished there, when its actual real-life nickname is called the Green Hell.
Oh!
Well, that's even better.
Pretty sure that's a movie, isn't it? That's the Green Inferno.
There's a game called Green Hell.
Is there really? Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Is it German?
I'm not sure. It's like a Bible game.
All right, okay. I've never even heard of it. But if anyone knows games, Kurt, it's you. We know that much. 6 years earlier, James Hunt, or Thor, or Dr. Dementus, is at hospital. He's had an accident. The nurse treating him is Natalie Dormer.
Yep.
Right. If I could rub my knees through this screen, gentlemen, I have had the biggest crush on Natalie Dormer for like 15 years.
Wow.
As he strips, we learn he had a falling out with another driver who crowbarred him in the side. It'll need stitches. How did it happen? Well, I was at it with the other driver's wife. Well, what were you doing to her? I'll show you if you want. Smash cut to some smashing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Somebody got F1.
Being watched by some butchery guards, babe.
Yeah, some Jewies.
Hunt is a posh lad, and he pulls up at the Crystal Palace racetrack with the nurse in his Mini.
Oh, what a Mini! Yeah. Love that Mini.
It was gorgeous, wasn't it?
Brilliant car.
The tannoy is playing "I Hear You Knocking." I mean, it's obviously from the last scene. He heard him knocking. Written by American musician Dave Bartholomew. New Orleans rhythm and blues singer Smiley Lewis first recorded the song in 1955.
Yes.
According to Wiki, several earlier blues R&B songs use lyrics similar to "I Hear You Knocking." And lads, I think you're both going to love this list of artists. James Boodle-It Wiggins recorded an upbeat piano blues in 1928 titled Keep a Knockin'. Keep a Knockin' and You Can't Get In. It was followed by songs that use similar phrases, including You Can't Come In by Bert M. Mays in 1928, Keep on Knockin' by Lil Johnson in 1935, Keep a Knockin' by Milton Brown and his Brownies, Eek, 1936, and Keep Knocking But You Can't Come In by Bob Willis and his Texas Playboys in 1938.
Jesus.
I mean,
that's a list. That's a few names.
Like, we've come a long way with band names, haven't we?
Right. Yeah,
in the last kind of 100 years. This version is by Welsh guitarist Dave Edmunds. Was number one in the UK and Ireland, so it was in 1970.
We'll be sure.
He explains to Nursey that the race is Formula 3. He says, you only slept with me because you thought I was a Formula 1 driver. Doing his best Thor impression here, by the way, isn't he? Thor, Kurt, is it up there for you as one of the better of the Marvel movies?
Ragnarok is.
I was thinking the first one personally, but yeah, Ragnarok is very good.
Yeah. No, I'd say the first one's near the bottom.
Is it really? All right, okay.
Right, it's okay. I think.
Yeah, no, it's all right, isn't it? It does a job.
Second one,
very much like the first Iron Man. It does a job.
The second one for me, but even though it had Doctor Who in it, just didn't do it for me.
That's
the
second. That second one is one of the worst. That second one has to be towards the bottom for you, Kurt. It's an atrocious film, isn't it?
Which one? Sorry.
The second one.
Thor.
Thor 2.
The third, isn't it? Oh, sorry. No, you're right. Yeah, Dark World. Yeah.
Dark World. There you go.
Yeah. That is near the bottom. Yeah.
I think I've only watched that one once.
Yeah. Here's a fact for you. Before his Formula 1 career, James Hunt used to work as a trainee manager in a telephony company.
Did he really?
Telephone Rentals Limited, aye. Who knew?
Brilliant. Him and you both, eh?
I know. Did you train him?
You said... I might have done.
I've got one as well. So he passed his driving test 2 days after his 17th birthday, and he claims that was when his life changed forever. Unsurprisingly.
Right. Okay. When did you pass yours, Kurt?
18, I think.
18, John?
2019, just before lockdown, because I didn't want to take the bus. Man, I didn't need to drive. I was from Glasgow.
You're from Glasgow. Same. Grew up in all the cities. Didn't need to drive. Didn't learn until I moved to Carlisle. As soon as you live in the arse end of nowhere, you've got to learn to drive.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
We could all drive, but nobody had a license.
And James Hunt's nickname throughout his whole career was the Shunt.
Oh, very good. Yeah, very good. Because there's a lot of that in this, isn't there? He drives, and we see that in this scene. He drives nasty. He drives angry.
Wasn't Shunt the name of a robot out of Robot Wars?
It was the name of a robot out of Robot Wars.
God,
yeah. Oh, great remember. Jesus. Previous episode of Repeat or Delete and Hallmark of Greatness, we did a Robot Wars. Jesus. And I think James is still trying to bother us to do more Robot Wars. We should just do that. We should do a show about Robot Wars. As if Rachel isn't going to leave me soon enough without my ideas for new podcasts. Exactly.
Take your Lancelot with you.
We meet the team. Bubbles Horsley, the manager, Doc Postlethwaite, the designer, and Lord Hesquith, the posh funding bloke, who at some point he calls him inbred, doesn't he? It's really unfair,
Jesus.
But probably true. Crystal Palace was, I guess, does exist, but it's Caldwell Park in Lincolnshire for this film.
Right.
We see the Lotus that he drives, and he gets a swallow of champers and a hit on a bifter before he drives off, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What an interesting... Yeah, you couldn't get away with that today, could you?
I was looking at all the sponsors and I've seen Elf, and I've not seen Elf for ages. I loved just seeing that Elf, but... go for it. You go for it. I've got enough.
So, Elf is a former French oil company, and that is now known as Total. And so I still see the odd Total petrol forecourt dotted around every now and then.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I don't know that. That's good.
And then with the sponsorship, so as you probably notice on some of the cars, that there was tobacco sponsorship on the cars.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This was banned in 2006, and I don't know when that same thing happened in like football, but even though the tobacco sponsorship on the cars was banned, tobacco companies still do have partnerships with F1 companies, but it's only to promote their nicotine pouches.
Do they really? I didn't know that. Like the Norwegian companies and that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, fantastic.
They sponsored something called Tyrrell P34. Does that mean anything to you? It says something about it was a famous six-wheeled Formula One car.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a guy a bit later on in the last race, like, and such in the six wheel
yeah.
thing. And I thought maybe that's just the name of it. It surely couldn't be in a six-wheeled car at that point. And I just ran out of time to look that up because that felt like a fool's errand. I could have gone down a rabbit hole of like monster trucks and things.
Yeah, it is real, and it like often comes up in like website articles of like top 10 worst like F1 car designs ever.
All right, okay.
Oh wow! Right, okay, that's pretty good.
Kind of mad they thought that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I don't understand either. I'm read up, by the way. I'm going to have to.
Me as well. Oh, God. Bit of flesh there. Sorry.
For those not viewing, we're just winding Kurt up because he's a Derby fan. That's him taking his money away now.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking through my facts, and now I've.
I did think, oh, he's taking this very
He's doing
well.
all right. So calm.
No, I can't abide by this.
Right, he's off.
He's hanging up the call. We like to have fun. There's we see a new racer, Lauda, who's been walking the track since 5 a.m. They say, and you've got to respect his respect for the sport, haven't you? Like, if he was even half this character in reality, what a guy! Like, what a real guy this character must have been.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Men love women, but even more than that, men love cars, says Lord Hesworth. Not true for me. Don't really do a lot for me. But, you know. The race starts and Hunt is in the lead, but Lauda's right up his arse. The song "Gimme Some Lovin'" is the soundtrack to this. John, you mentioned you like the soundtrack. We can't do that though because we covered it in Blues Brothers back in the day, long time ago. We did Blues Brothers with Punk, if you remember.
That was a long time ago.
John, Punk had COVID.
Yep, so he did
for that recording.
Yep.
He, and then never came back. I hope he's all right.
Did you know that Hans Zimmer did the soundtrack for this?
Of course he did. That's a beautiful score. I knew it as like so epic. It's such an epic score.
That's like in the space of 5 weeks we've done 3 Hans Zimmer scores.
Yeah. Pirates.
Wow. Pirates, this, and whatever the other one was.
The Zimmer film.
Yeah, the Zimmer frame. Lauda overtakes Hunt. He taps the back wheel, which is exactly what you were saying. Kurt called him the shunt, and they both spin out. Hunt restarts, but Lauda can't, and he winds Lauda. He wins, and Lauda's raging. He blames him. Fuck you. What's your name? Hunt. It rhymes with, and then there's like, there's this screech of the tannoy thing, so he doesn't say the C word, which describes you perfectly. It's very good.
Yep, that's so good.
We learn that Lauda's family are businessmen, and Dad doesn't want him to race cars. He won't invest.
Yep.
But Niki says he doesn't need the money. He takes out a loan and finds an F1 team that's skint. Back in Blighty, Hunt has won Racer of the Year. He admits in his speech he's a total liability, but he's quick in a car, so he's giving the trophy to his dad to pretend it's a first class in medicine, which I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Party time now. The song plays. Mama, We're All Crazy, a 1972 song for Slade. John
Slade, Jesus.
Slade, yeah. Big hit across Europe, 11 in the stupid sexy Flanders Ultra Pop. 9 where, John?
The Netherlands, baby.
Correct. 6 in the Niki Lauda Austrian chart.
Nice.
1 here and in Ireland, so. The song was written by Jim Lee, who is the bassist. Noddy Holder got the idea for the lyrics at the band's concert at Wembley Arena in London. After the show, he looked out at the remains of the auditorium, smashed seating, and thought, "Christ, everyone must have been crazy tonight." The band then went for a cup of soup and to watch some monster truck videos.
Nice.
They might have done, they might not. Lord Hesketh says 1 more season and they'll move up to the F1. The team explained Lauda has bought his own team. When Lauda arrives at the F1 team testing meeting, his teammate Clay Rigatoni, which I
know.
I was like, have I got this wrong? Is he really called Clay Rigatoni? And I thought, oh, the Italian Clay Rigatoni. No, the Swiss man, Clay Rigatoni. What?
Italian by proxy.
Yeah, apparently. They show him the car. It's a V12 engine, 450 horsepower. He says it wants to be 500 and a lighter car. And he really knows his stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, this all meant absolutely nothing to me. The biggest engine I'd ever heard of in any film, Kurt, I've got to be honest, was a V8, and that's in Mad Max. Right. So a V12, like, I can't comprehend how loud that must be.
Mm. Well, we'll get
you done
later
pit stuff.
on where it's like the start of the race and they rev up the engines and you're seeing the crowd people putting their hands over their ears.
Yeah.
And I went to my first F1 race a couple of years ago at Silverstone. And yeah, it is, when they're coming past, it's incredibly loud.
Yeah. Is it earplug stuff?
Yeah, you definitely need your earplugs, yeah.
Right, okay.
Have you ever had any plenty? Have you ever been to F1?
No, I think the closest I've been to is stock car racing, and they used to do speedway at Odsal Stadium in Bradford. When I was at school, we used to get when I moved from Nottingham to Bradford, we got tickets to go and watch Bradford Northern in the rugby week 1, and then if you wanted them, you could have tickets week 2 to go and watch the speedway, which was just how they didn't tear the pitch up. I have absolutely no idea. But again, we're talking the late 80s, early 90s, so you know. That's the closest I've been, and that's loud enough.
Right, mine was go-karting at Clydebank.
Go-karting.
And they were loud, by the way.
All right, Mario. It's a you. Montage time of them ripping the car apart, and they spend all night doing this. Clay goes round the track, and Niki explains he'll go round 2 seconds faster in his car. So they try it, and he shaves time off 2.3 seconds.
Something crazy.
It turns out. Lauda explains he'll only say what they did to the car if he gets equal terms to Clay. Mm-hmm. The owner refuses. He says he'll step away and remove funding. We learn that they shaved the 2.3 off, and it's a take it or leave it deal. So he's ruthless. If in every element, almost. Yep. The only time he ever seems to be
human,
a nice guy is with his wife. Yeah.
I noticed that
because he's
just
he's still a little bit detached from anything. It's fantastically played.
Oh yeah, definitely
by Zemo. Is this just people from Marvel movies?
Oh yeah, right enough. Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah, it's the Winter Soldier guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Man, he was good in that Falcon. I know people hated that Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I really quite enjoyed it. I thought it was... Oh, but not just me. Oh, that's good.
I wouldn't say it was like spellbinding, but I thought it was better than some of the other Marvel TV shows that people say are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good to know, because me and Rachel really enjoyed that. Yeah, we had a great time with that. That and... Ms. Marvel? I haven't watched many of them since I bloody loved Ms. Marvel. I thought it was great. Was it Ms. Marvel? The little lassie? Yeah. That was great. Anyway, we're not here to talk about those as much as we will talk about those. Daniel Bruhl, by the way, I don't know if you've seen it, Kurt, but there's a really, 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 really good German comedy/drama called Goodbye Lenin, where him and his mum falls into a coma just before the Berlin Wall falls, and wakes up, I want to say 10 years later, and they're obviously living now in a unified Berlin. and they say don't give her anything that will stress her out because she could die. So they have to pretend that the Berlin Wall didn't fall 10 years before. And meanwhile, they're working at a McDonald's and all this. It's great fun. It's fantastic fun. That if you can find that on anything, I will. Once we've decorated, hunt my DVD out, and I'll finally get Rachel to watch that because he's so good in that.
On Daniel, this isn't actually the only racing film he's been in.
Oh,
so he is also in the main character, so the main driver in a Italian film called Race for Glory, Audi versus Lancia. And I actually haven't seen this yet. I did start watching it a few months ago. It's a Netflix film, I believe. And it's about Audi versus Lancia in like the rallying discipline.
Right.
And the only reason I didn't carry on with it was I saw that it came up and it's a subtitled film, and I just wasn't in the mood to be reading.
Yeah.
Nights.
Yeah. We'll have the days.
Some nights it's just been too much. I know that.
Put it on the back. I will get round to it one day, but that's it's not the first. This was the first. Rush was, but then it's since been in another racing film as the main character.
Yeah. Okay. I've written that down because I do like films about cars with no indicators, such as Audis. Says the man that used to drive an Audi.
And BMWs.
Large John for that one.
Clay sees that Lauda's been putting moves on the track manager, Agnes, and he explains that her ex was Hunt. Watch out! Back in Lord Pennyfarthing's, or whatever he's called's place, they've entered Hunt into the F1. No sponsors, just plain white. And his racing jumpsuit has the slogan, Sex!
As a CX.
The Breakfast of Champions.
Oh, that's good.
I very nearly Googled what is the Breakfast of Champions, but I think that's probably quite, that's subjective, isn't it?
Weetabix.
What would you consider the Breakfast of Champions, Kurt?
Weetabix.
Oh, bloody love Weetabix, yeah.
I'm a cereal mixer, so I always have a Weetabix as the base, and then it's normally like something else on in addition to it, so like shreddies or something like that. Yeah.
Hey, I bet you're regular.
Ever ready?
What about you, John? Tabs.
Roll and square. I mix it up by putting brown sauce and then brown sauce and then red
Roll
sauce
and square. How have you not had a heart attack by now?
Because I keep running through the polis.
Some of the pictures of breakfast sandwiches that you send me seem so typically Scottish. They really are.
Can't let you say them, can I?
Peanut butter and apple for me, or peanut butter on a corn cake with maybe with a bit of sliced banana. Now you're talking. That's got everything you need. It's filling, and it'll fill me up for about 20 minutes.
Keep it regular.
It does not. Yeah, I don't need to be any more regular, let's be honest. Right, anyway, enough shit chat.
Oh,
We've just renamed the podcast that.
Yeah.
So the company was British Racing Motors.
Right.
Kurt, anything on these guys?
I'm afraid not, no.
Oh, no, that's good, because I've got loads of stuff. I just wanted to give you the chance. John doesn't get the chance.
Yep. I'm alright. I don't. I've got Hesketh, but I've not got that.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Founded in 1945, based on in the Bourne in Lincolnshire. Participated from 1951 to 1977, competing in 197 Grand Prix and winning 17. It's a great return. BRM won the Constructors' title in 1962 when its driver Graham Hill became world champion. Where might we know the name Graham Hill from, gentlemen?
Is that Damon's dad?
Damon Hill's dad. Yeah, that's right. Father of 1996 world champion and massive Nepo baby, Damon Hill. There you go. That's probably a little bit unfair on Damon Hill.
Yeah, boy can drive though. Boy can drive.
Nepo babies, they drive our cars so fast.
He's got a good documentary film called Hill that came out last year.
Right.
It's like a Sky production thing. That was a decent film.
Worth a watch.
But I do think I would probably say though with that one it is something that you've got to be into F1 really to get much from.
I think Hill was probably the last time I properly watched it, because I did used to watch it on a Sunday with my dad from time to time.
The Mansell.
If there was no cricket on and there was no football on, he'd put the F1 on. So that was just Dad. That was just how it was. Well, what did you have on the other company? Was it the company that Daniel Bruhl's character bought?
Hesketh Racing.
Yeah,
It was a Formula One constructor from the United Kingdom, and they competed only from 1973 to 1978.
Oh, right, okay. So they really were in trouble.
Aye, yeah, it disappeared. Just like this, that mob, they were there a bit for a long way together, were they?
No, not nearly. Baron Hesketh, third Baron of Hesketh, Thomas Alexander Fermor Hesketh. So there's somebody out of Skyrim, doesn't he? Parliamentary Under Secretary of State for the Environment, Ministry of State for Industry, and Chief Whip of the House of Lords, as well as Captain of the Honourable Corps of Gentlemen at Arms under my friend and your friend John, Margaret Thatcher.
Oh, Maggie. Where's my moat, Maggie? Where's my moat?
Where's my pits, Maggie? We're getting started on that. Still with us at 75, sadly. Oof. Still alive. I wonder how he took to his the way that they portrayed him in this. According to his wiki, I love this, Hesketh formed Hesketh Motorcycles plc. In 1982, a modern purpose-built factory was set up to manufacture the Hesketh V1000 motorcycle in Daventry. However, there were problems. There always is. Yep. The bikes were heavy, made worse by a high riding style, and unreliable with numerous manufacturing problems, adding to an overheating rear cylinder due to lack of airflow. The resultant bad press, combined with lack of cash and a collapsing market, meant that after the production of 139 bikes, the company went into receivership.
Jesus.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So we fast forward to Watkins Glen, which is the US F1. I'd never heard of Watkins Glen. Is that where they do it now? No. Okay. Minneapolis, perhaps? Am I imagining that? Is that a race course?
It is, but it's not a currently used track. Have you already said about the French racetrack Paul Ricard? Is that featured in the film yet?
It does feature very, very briefly, yeah. What have you got for that one?
So this was it was built in 1969 and its closest city is Marseille. It hosted races up until 2022. It's got 15 turns and is 5.8 kilometers long, and the track record is held by Sebastian Vettel, who did it in 1 minute 32 seconds in 2019.
All right. Oh wow. Okay.
Recent.
Another one that's in the film that I'm not saying doesn't exist. It probably does still exist, but just not as an F1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's a fatal crash. Francois Servet, October the 6th, 1973, killed in the Saturday morning qualifying when his car hit the guardrail in the S's turn. Hunt explains they should cancel the race, but Lauda says it was a mistake. It comes across as quite heartless, actually. He doesn't come across as a very nice man in this scene. This is Niki Lauda's first Formula One race in the movie, but it was actually the last race of the 1973 season in reality. The driver Francois Savet was not decapitated in the fatal accident at Watkins Glen, but instead split in half. That's grim, isn't it?
Well, it really
the incident depicted in the film is an amalgamation of two fatal crashes at the circuit, Savet in 1973 and Helmut Koenig in 1974. Lauda witnessed the Savet crash, but the Frenchman's car was inverted on top of a guardrail. It was Koenig's car that went under the guardrail, decapitating him. Also, Savet was driving the number 6 car, but the film depicted him in the number 9.
Why the lie? Why you lying? Why the lying?
Why, Kurt? Why must Ron Howard lie to us? Yeah. Later, James is running over the next course in his head, which I really enjoyed. And that's actually how Rachel practices Princess Parkway on Mario Kart before we play. Susie Miller comes to have a look at the car. She's a model and she's looking good.
Yeah.
Bom, bom, bom,
She really
bom,
is, isn't she?
She is. And he explains his thought process for the race. Visualise him. He says, the team wanted to settle down with the next nice girl I meet. Don't you fancy you don't fancy getting married, do you? Smash cut. They're married. Yeah. Which I know it's just a film, but that's nearly as quick as me and Rachel got married. I was locking that down. I really was.
Yeah.
And we learned Lauda has been signed by Ferrari, which to men of a certain age, I don't know what Ferrari are doing now, but man, that classic look of that red car,
Magnum
with the
PI,
prancing pony on
yeah.
it.
Magnum every way.
Yeah, a Ferrari doing bits at the minute, Kurt?
They're still in the sport, but they haven't won a championship for quite a number of years now. They're doing better this season, but they're kind of like second place at the moment. Lewis Hamilton is one of their drivers now.
Oh, is he really? Wow, right, okay. Man, you look at Ferrari and you just think, just to drive a Ferrari, just to have one go at driving a Ferrari.
That's kind of the reason he said he went there, is like, because he's 41 now, which is old for an F1 driver.
Yeah.
And he said before he retired, he wanted to have a go in a Ferrari.
Yeah. Schumacher in the Ferrari. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
That's all I think of. Schumacher in the Ferrari. Yeah. Anyway. It's terrible. It drives like a pig, Lauda's mechanic. Oh, you can't say that. Why not? Because it's a Ferrari. It's a shitbox. It understeers like crazy. The weight distribution is a disaster. It's amazing. All these facilities, and you make a piece of crap like this.
I think of that shit, does he?
And they're like, shh, you can't say that in front of the old man.
The boss, I know, he's just sitting there smoking a cigar in the middle of the bloody track.
No, John, not that old man.
That old man.
Dick Jones. The old man then announces them. It's very, very good. Clay and Niki on the team. So Clay's gone with them as well, but Clay used to be at Ferrari, is what we learn. Clay brings Niki to a party. Are you ever not an asshole? He sees this woman leaving and asks her for a lift to the train station. The car's struggling and he explains the fan belt is loose, there's air in the system, the rear brakes are worn, and one of the tyres is almost flat.
How do you know? My ass.
Yeah, God gave me a good ass. I can feel everything in a car. She's like, it's just been serviced. The car's as good as new, don't worry. And the smash cut to steam coming out of the bonnet. Right. Again, when it's funny, it's funny.
Oh, no, it's good, it's good. Yeah.
It's touching, it's funny. She introduces herself as Marlene.
All right, Marlene.
Sticks a thumb out. Come on, we'll never get out of here. And then everybody just keeps driving past until he goes and sticks his thumb out. And they all, like, these two lads are brilliant Italian stereotype lads in a little Fiat, aren't they? My car is your car. I apologise, though. It is a piece of shit. Marlene learns who Niki is. You're not an F1 driver. F1 drivers have long hair and are sexy and shirts open to here. And you're not driving fast. He says, I have zero incentive or reward. Why would I drive fast? Well, because I'm asking you to. So he floors it, and the lads in the back are having a party. Fast forward to the Glen in 1975, and it's a real tussle. Hunt pulls up, and Lauda wins. Now, I don't know how often engines go these days, Kurt. I expect it not to be a lot. But it must be Hunt's driving... I'm jumping to a conclusion here. Hunt's driving must be the thing that knackers all these engines, because he pulls up with engine failure far too often.
Yeah.
And that's the championship win for Lauda. That night, Hunt approaches him. With a car like that, the rest of us don't stand a chance. And Lauda says he's too aggressive to be a champion. It's more about being quick. I'm a serious guy. I go to bed early, I come to work, and I win. Instead of dealing with all these assholes. Sure. The next day, James arrives at the house to find the lads are packing up the car, and Lord explains the date has passed for securing sponsorship for the season. Mm-hmm. Sadly, they can't afford to race this year, and I'll have to sell the house.
They're Farquhar.
I have to sell the house and start a motorbike company. The house is Eastern Neston House. It is Grade 1 listed, and it's in Towcester in Northamptonshire, England, just down the road from mine and Kurt's gaff. In the Baroque style to the design of the architect Nicholas Hawksmoor. Part of the estate including the main house, some outlying buildings, and 550 acres of land were sold for £15 million in 2006. There you go. They kept the race course. They had a race course at Towcester, and that was owned by the house, and they kept that.
Why not? It's like that Ned, King of the Ned, that built a bloody go-karting track on his mansion.
Oh,
remember?
that guy. Yeah, boy in the Rangers top all the time. Yeah, I remember
King
him.
of the Neds.
Hunt spirals to many rivers to cross on the record player. Drinking. He's even playing a Scale Electrics.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a Scale
I
Electrics.
know, it's been a while.
Started in 1952 as a clockwork or wind-up racing toy. The name Scale Electrics comes from combining the words scale and electric.
Nice.
The first proper one that we know, the electric one, 1957, Fred Francis of Mini Models Limited created. And if you want a 1980s GP set at Tesco, it's 144 quid.
Jesus, that went up, didn't it?
But you'll have to create your own fag stickers to put on it.
With the old John Players, big man, the old John Players.
The old John Players, made in Nottingham, by the way, John Player cigarettes.
Get that fact in.
John Players, Speedos, rally bikes, Wrangler jeans. There you go.
Wow.
Boots. And none of them are made there anymore, except boots, maybe. Anyway, Lotus don't want him because of his reputation. This causes him to lash out at Susie. Why don't we go skiing before I go back to New York? Don't be a stranger. Only a stranger would invite me skiing when I don't have a drive. Fuck off to New York, dear. There must be a moisturiser or an eyeliner that needs your vapid mush to sell it. It's very good. I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
Sometime later, he gets a call. McLaren have got a spot. He arrives to speak with them because their racer has left them in the lurch. Hunt explains he'll do whatever the sponsors want, but he needs the car to beat Niki. Bubbles vouches for him. You'll never win the championship with Jackie Hicks. You might just with Hunt. We head to the Brazil GP now. And you know it's Brazil because the colour of the camera is... Like they've put like a filter on the camera to make it look like it's much sunnier than it is. When we know it's absolutely filmed in like Croydon or something.
Rubbish. It's filmed with a Lucozade wrapper in it.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Brazil is my favourite F1 track.
Oh right, okay. And why is it? What has it got about it that's so?
Well, it's more in terms of to actually like drive around. Not that I've driven around it in real life. I mean, like in games, in the F1 game, I find it the most fun one to drive around.
Oh, fantastic. I'll cut this out if you want, if you don't want to do the same thing. But did you not have some involvement in creating an F1 game at one point?
Yeah, I used to.
There you go. Are we all right to talk about that?
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, we buried the lead a little bit, but it's something I didn't know if you want to talk about. Yeah, Kurt designs video games, basically.
Oh no, I don't.
No?
I don't do anything in terms of like game design or stuff like that. I'm an analyst, so I work with designers in terms of them. Like, would say, we want some data on something. And yeah, so I wouldn't say I don't do anything like design wise in terms of the direction of a game.
Okay, but you keep them right, is what you do.
Yeah.
You put them in their place. Good lads. I think it's probably a way to look at that. All right, okay. Any games that we certainly haven't played, but the people at home might have played.
So yeah, Overcooked, Worms.
Bloody love Overcooked. Oh, don't mention Worms. Every time we mention Worms and we put a clip out about Worms, the dweebs come for us because apparently we don't know exactly which Worms game
the banana bomb
a particular weapon was in. My God, we got hell for that on TikTok, didn't we?
Fine.
Oh my goodness! Right, okay. Overcooked is one of those games that I boot up on a regular with Rachel, and about 3 minutes later, she throws a controller away. It's one that it's infuriating. I love it. I think it's great. But yeah, great games. Fantastic. Thank you for your service, I guess. The Interlagos circuit, is that what it's called? The Interlagos circuit? Yeah. 1973 was the first ever competitive GP in Brazil. The most wins in Brazil are McLaren with 13, and as a driver, Alain Prost with 6. There you go.
Have you heard of the Brazilian driver Senna?
Yes, Ayrton Senna. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember listening. I remember I was playing my Amiga, listening to the charts when he died, and them announcing it on the news, kind of like on the hour.
A good film as well.
It's the guy that did. I have seen it. Made me cry. It's the guy that did the Amy Winehouse one, isn't it?
Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
Maradona.
And the Maradona one. Yeah. As an Englishman, I've only watched a bit of that. I've still never forgiven Shilton. I don't actually think it was his fault. But there you go. 1990 was his fault. Hunt is in pole. That's first, John. There you go.
Pole position.
Yeah, we've already done that one.
Oh,
Lauda wins because Hunt's engine blamos.
blammo, blammo.
Common reoccurring theme. We now go to Seditrica, don't we?
Yep.
Lauda, Hunt, first and second. Spain, Hunt wins, Lauda second. And that is until Hunt is disqualified. I've just written car irregularities.
Yeah, was it too wide or was it no wide enough? Something was going on because they measured it from wheel to wheel, didn't they?
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
All
something
right,
like that.
okay.
Because I think
I thought it was too heavy. I don't know.
the FIA standardised the sort of width, and I was looking at the width now. It looks as if it's about 2 metres at the moment. Is that right, Kurt?
All right.
Yeah, around that.
And so, I thought the FIA were the lads that got the Irish football in the different places. Got them mixed
I
up.
thought there was the people that gave me my drone licence.
Very good. Monaco now, and his engine goes again. Oh dear. For safety and insurance, Hemsworth and Brule drove Formula 3 cars, which were dressed up as F1 cars during filming.
Fair enough.
I know that's cool. I know that's absolutely cool. In Belgium, Hunt spins out, and this tyre nearly murders some onlookers as it bounces into the crowd.
Jesus. I was looking at the price then, by the way. The average was approximately around about £500-600 for an F1 tyre.
Blimey.
I thought it would have been more.
So,
Don't know why.
makes my part-worn Hancocks seem really cheap, doesn't it?
So I did my university placement at a tyre company, Goodyear, who did the tyres for F1 around this period. But these days it's Pirelli.
Yeah, it seems to be moving forward, doesn't it? Right. So, go for it, Chris.
In the offices there at Goodyear, so they're in Birmingham, like the meeting rooms that they had, they were named after F1 drivers, and there was 2 of the meeting rooms were called Lauda and Hunt.
All right, wow. Oh, that's great.
That's
And
good.
respectful.
Yeah, no. Goodyear, sorry, I was looking them up. I always thought it done TAS, but apparently it started off doing transportation and industrial rubber like products
All right, okay.
way back in 1898.
Industrial rubber products.
Yeah,
like bands for.
like probably washers
yeah.
or
Yeah. Okay. Lauda wins Belgium, and we learned that Hunt is 50 points behind halfway through the season. Not insurmountable, but it does look good. Hunt blames Lauda, but it was found that their car was illegal, and Ferrari are the ones that reported them. Oh, big Italian grasses. On the front cover of the paper is Susie, out and about with Richard Burton, dear boy.
Jesus.
Richard Burton, quote, I played the lot. A homosexual, a sadistic gangster, kings, princes, a saint, the lot. All that's left is a carry-on film. My last ambition. I would have loved to have seen Richard Burton in a carry-on film.
Cleopatra.
Well, of course. Yeah,
Exactly.
Absolutely. And they were married for 6 years in real life.
Who's Susie?
Susie and Richard Burton.
Well, look that up. Apparently, he paid $1 million for a divorce settlement. Is that a thing? So he paid $1 million to pretty much buy out him.
Got a fact about this as well.
Please.
So, director Ron Howard originally intended for Russell Crowe to make a cameo appearance as Richard Burton for a brief scene where he would confront James Hunt on his affair with Susie.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, that would have been awful, wouldn't it? As much as that, because I think we're probably all of the same opinion that he's a very good actor. That's not the role for him.
Nah, I need something about stoic.
Stick to Master and Commander, will you?
Yeah.
Sometime later, they meet for dinner. He says he wants her back, but she says he hoped that she might change him. help settle him down. So he doesn't get her back, but he does make himself feel better by shagging an air stewardess.
Bow down.
France next, the circuit Paul Ricard, as you mentioned already, Kurt. Hunt wins and Lauda retires. The car is legal and fast. Brands Hatch, Hunt overtakes Lauda to win, and it's the first. We hear he's the first Briton to win a British Grand Prix at Brands Hatch since Jim Clark in 1964.
Jesus.
So I put that down as a fact.
Yep.
You been to Brands Hatch, Kurt?
No.
No. I assume that's is that like A1 and F3 and that now, is it? And I think
Yeah.
rallying and such. Yeah. Brands Hatch acted as all-purpose track, standing in for Paul Ricard, Nuremberg Monza, and Fiorentina.
Very well then.
To top it all, Hunt's Spanish disqualification has been overturned. He's right back
Yeah,
in.
he gets the points back. Yep.
Yeah. Lauda tells the German-speaking press Hunt would have to win a lot more races to catch up. He isn't worried. Even better, he's off to marry Marlene in what I must call one of the grimmest-looking registry offices I think I've ever seen.
Pretty bad, isn't it?
And my sister got married in Derby Registry Office.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? It's not that bad. It's just really pokey.
Not that good.
In training at the Nuremberg Ring, lad crashes and is carried away with his broken leg. I love a broken leg in films because you can pretty much do what you want, and they always look great,
don't they?
they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight to the bone.
On that day, Lauda calls a meeting saying that the rain, because of the rain, it makes the race dangerous. And this is where, as you've already said, Kurt, it's a dangerous track anyway. The lads are disappointed because they won't get a fee. You leave without your fee, but you will leave with your life.
Yep.
They call him out and say he's doing it so he doesn't lose the season. He explains, I've got the record at this course, so I'll be okay. It goes to a vote, and only Niki wants to cancel. And the race begins with Niki and Hunt not on slicks. So they go for it from the start. I've written Jürgen Maas, but I don't think he's called Jürgen Maas. The only driver on slicks tyres takes the lead as everyone else on lap 2 just goes to get changed onto them because they can't cope with the wet track, which I thought was really interesting. Howard used archival 35mm and 16mm negatives, scanning them for high quality and digitally repairing them before reinserting them into scenes, even rebuilding damaged frames by reprojection.
Nice.
Pretty good. That's like a master of his craft, isn't it?
Aye. Oh God, he knows his shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's come a long way for Happy Days. Hey!
Sit on it. Lauda is back at it, slower than hoped, and a wheel shakes itself loose, I want to say, and his car goes up in flames and gets shunted.
Oh, no, I double checked that because I was wondering what was going. So it looks as if it was caused by the rear suspension failing. Because I saw a bit of it snap, but I didn't know it was the front or the back, but it turns out it was the rear of a Ferrari 312 T2.
Oh, right, okay, fantastic. He's dragged out of the flames by Arturo Mazzario. The last F1 race, as you said, Kurt, to be held here due to the safety concerns, but we learned that his condition is much worse than originally thought, and he's given the last rites by a priest, isn't he?
Unhand me, priest!
And the last rites, also known as the commendation of the dying, are the last prayers and administrations given to an individual of Christian faith, when possible, shortly before death. Last rites cannot be performed on someone who's already died. There you go. A story I don't think I've ever told in this podcast. When my stepmum's old Irish mum was dying in Derby Hospital, the priest was seeing someone else, and the nurses asked him to come in because she was really close and give her the last rites. And my mum pointed out that she was Protestant. The priest said, "Oh, I don't think that matters right now, do you?" And just got on with it.
Right.
And I think that's fantastic.
Like it.
So look, I don't put a lot of faith in religion by any stretch of the mind, but I don't know. It's a great little story. Just get on with it. It was like he was exercising her. Hunt wins, but it's hollow. At the hospital, the doctor tells Marlene that Niki just woke up and said, "Tell the priest to fuck off. I'm still alive."
That's so good, isn't it?
It's a great line. 14 days later, he's watching from hospital the Austrian Grand Prix and getting his bandages changed. It looks...
horrific.
I mean, again, if we're talking about injuries and makeup, the makeup here is brilliant
good.
because I hated it. Like,
Aye. It
gave
made me feel sore.
Yeah. Hunt wins yet again. 28 days in hospital now. We see the Zandvoort race in the background on TV. Any idea where Zandvoort is, Kurt?
Netherlands, isn't it?
There you go. See, he's stealing your lines, John. Stealing your lines.
He's going to say it properly. He's going to say it properly.
No, hey, look. See, if anything ever happens to John, Kurt, I know where to come. That's fine. If he has a car accident,
don't. And my rear
flames.
suspension goes and become fugly.
It's 25 miles west of Amsterdam. There you go. Fantastic. The record lap time there is 1 minute 11.097 seconds in the 2021 Dutch Grand Prix by Lewis Hamilton. There you go. And the doctors perform this really painful procedure to clear out his lungs, don't they?
His lungs.
This... As if it wasn't painful enough, Hunt wins again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's a really good perspective trick, this, because it's quite obvious that they're just pushing it down the side of his head.
But they
film it so well,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Whole lung lavage, or WLL, or vacuum in the lungs, is a specialised medical procedure used to treat severe lung conditions, most notably pulmonary alveolar proteinosis, or PAP. It involves washing out accumulated sand-like protonucleus debris from the air sacs to restore oxygenation, improve lung function, and reduce inflammation.
There you go.
What other podcast do you get that on? No other podcast gives you this.
Yep.
That's all right. Which is why nobody listens. He lost most of his right ear, his eyelids, the hair on the right side of his head, and with his skin severely damaged from inhaling toxic fumes and facing immense heat. He famously chose not to pursue reconstructive surgery except for his eyelids, which would restore sight.
Nice.
Wow.
What a guy.
What a lot to go through in, like, the 70s.
I know. Yeah, definitely.
Later, Marlene catches him trying to force his helmet on. If you love me, you won't say a thing. And it's painful, but he manages it.
When he does come back to racing, he used a modified helmet in order to allow him to get it over his head without causing him too much pain.
Right.
All right, okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I've only got a little bit of scar tissue on my hand from when I hurt my hand a while back, but it's a lot tighter and a lot... That particular bit of scar tissue is raised. So I can't imagine with the huge amounts of...
surgery to get grafts and stuff like that.
I know, yeah, exactly. It's September now in the Italian GP at Monza, and Niki's here.
Yeah.
It's like, what, 3 months later, isn't it? If even that.
Yep.
28 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 28 days.
28 days later?
28 days later, he's the zombie. And I think the thing that... I really do mean this. If I didn't know this was real, this is the bit which I would kind of go, oh no, that's stupid.
Yeah.
You can't write that. That's stupid. Like, that wouldn't happen. But because you know it's real, it drags you even further in, and you're like, what a character for right or wrong this guy is.
I think these days they wouldn't let him go back until...
No, absolutely.
No, without a doubt.
Yeah. Because it's not just the physical thing, is it? It's the mental as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he nearly died. Hunt kind of grimaces when he sees his face. That bad, huh? I was like, to be fair, mate, you do look like Liam Neeson in Darkman.
Yeah, aye. Like the new Frankenstein, Christian Bale's with the funky floor.
Oh yeah, I still haven't seen it. Is it worth a watch?
No, I've not seen it either.
No, I've heard
I don't know.
great things.
I don't know.
Reminded me a bit of Deadpool. When
he does have Deadpool look about him. Yeah.
Well, not so much. Well, he does look a bit Deadpool-y, but I mean, there's like a scene in Deadpool where his partner like sees him for the first time with all of his scars.
Yeah.
Good point. I guess he grew his hand back as well. Hunt admits that Lauda was right. Hunt feels responsible. You were. But trust me, watching you win those races while I was fighting for my life, you were equally responsible for getting me back in the car.
Yeah. Is that a good line and all?
Goosebumps.
Yeah,
I've got goosebumps now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. At a press conference, we learned that Lauda has a thigh-to-face skin graft. And because of the skin graft, he won't perspire, so he doesn't have to worry about that in the race. Like, everything is a positive about how he's going to win the races. I loved it. Hunt and McLaren have caught up while you were away. Yes. Is there a question, or are you just trying to piss me off? He ends the press conference when an English reporter tells him his wife won't want him with a face like that. Hunt drags the guy into a storeroom and punches him out.
Oh, no.
Now go home to your wife and ask her how you look.
So
Get it?
I was a little disappointed to find out. So whilst that reporter did actually ask him that, and in an interview a few years ago, Lauda said that, one sec, I can't just bring up his exact quote. So in an interview with the Austrian Times on his 60th birthday, Lauda stated that the journalist asking him how his injured face affected his marriage was the biggest insult he had to suffer in his life. But Hunt didn't actually beat up the journalist in reality, which I was disappointed to read was just added for dramatic effect.
It worked.
Well, it works, doesn't it? Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Lauda starts poorly but works his way through a crash between two cars and eventually ends up fourth. Hunt's engine fucks it again, and it's Lauda's day, and they're all celebrating in a way only the Italians can, I guess. And now it's the final race of the season, Japan, in the shadow of Mount Fuji. It's hammering it down again. Great, just what we need, more rain. The standings are Hunt on 65 and Lauda on 68. So Lauda needs to basically just draw or better. Yeah. In the press conference, neither are giving anything away. Just before the start of the race, Hunt questions whether the race should go ahead with the weather being torrential. But everyone seems to have forgotten Germany earlier in the year. As they line up on the grid, Hunt and Lauda share this little wave, which I quite liked, and they're off. And the slow motion rain looks brilliant.
Oh no,
it's such good filmmaking. Hunt is first, and Lauda behind him is getting all the spray on him. And he pulls into the pits. What is wrong with the car? Nothing. The car's perfect. He just gets out of the car. It's just too dangerous. Do you want me to say there's a problem with the car?
I thought it was quite good.
No. Tell them the truth.
Oh man,
that's brilliant.
So,
Hunt.
On this, actually, I'll wait until you finish, until we get to the end. Actually.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Hunt only has to finish third or above now to win the season, as John says. Lap 58, and the pit team are saying his tyres are starting to blister. I didn't know that was a thing. Andretti moves past him into first, and of course we get that beautiful black and gold John Player car.
You love it, didn't you? Everybody had that.
Yeah. Lap 70, there's 4 laps to go, and he pits. A ripped tyre, one that's flat. And he broke his gear lever 10 laps ago.
Because there was blood in his palm and all that. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. After the pit, he's 6th. But a well-timed flashback of the whole film gets him past a guy called Lafitte. And then lap 72, with 2 laps to go, he's 5th and then 4th, and past Rigatoni into 3rd. But there's confusion, and the lap charts have got him in 5th and not winning. And after a conflab, it's confirmed he's 3rd, and he's the world champion.
Yay.
By a point.
What a hunt.
What you got then, Kurt?
So the Lauda's previously good relationship with Ferrari was severely affected by his decision to withdraw from the Japanese Grand Prix, and he enjoyed a difficult 1977 season. But he did still win the championship. But when I say it was a difficult season for him, it was because he disliked his new teammate called Reutemann, who had served as his replacement driver. And Lauda was not comfortable with this move and felt he had been let down by Ferrari.
Nice. Marlene asks Niki if he's okay, and he says he has no regrets. We now get Hunt montage of him modelling, chat shows and parties.
Yeah.
And at an airstrip in Bologna, he sees Niki with a private jet. He's got his license and says it's good for his racing.
It's
Focuses his
disciplined.
mind. Yeah. Niki asks if Hunt is doing his pre-season yet. No, what? Are you nuts? I didn't just win the biggest thing in my life so I could go right back to work. He says, I risked it all just to beat you. But Niki admits the maximum risk he's willing to give is 20%. And that just feels like an absolute... Like, that would shatter your world if you gave everything to beat this guy by 1 point. And he's like, I would only give 20% to beat you. Oh! He says, you know, in hospital, the toughest part of my treatment was the vacuum, pumping the shit out of my lungs. It was hell. And while doing it, I was watching television, you winning all my points. Your points? That bastard Hunt, I would say. I hate that guy. And then one day, the doctor came in and said, Mr. Lauda, may I offer you a piece of advice? Stop thinking of it as a curse to have been given an enemy in life. It can be a blessing too. A wise man gets more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. And you know what? He was right. Look at us. We were both a pair of kids when we met. Hot-headed jerks in Formula 3, disowned by our families, headed nowhere, and now we're both champions of the world. It was not bad, huh? That's not so bad. So don't let me down now. I need you busting my balls. Get back to work. I will, Niki, I will. But I intend to enjoy myself first. Some of life needs to be for pleasure. What's the point in having a million cups and medals and planes if you don't have any fun? How is that winning? I'll see you on race day, champ. You look good, Niki. The only guy to have his face burnt off and it be an improvement. It's good. It's good. He calls him a rat throughout, doesn't he?
Really
I don't
does,
really like that. It's a bit unfair of Daniel Bruhl. I tell you what's not an improvement, though. That red MAGA cap he's wearing in this scene.
Well, what?
Excited to go, make F1 great again. It's terrible. Daniel Bruhl spent time with Lauda during prep, and Lauda even flew him to a Grand Prix in his own plane, which he piloted himself.
Well,
pretty cool. And then we just get the final kind of line. Of course, he didn't listen to me. For James, one world title was enough. He'd proved what he needed to prove to himself and anyone who doubted him. And 2 years later, he retired. When I saw him next in London, 7 years later, me as champion again, him as a broadcaster, he was barefoot on a bicycle with a flat tyre. Of course he was. Yep. Still living each day like his last. When I heard he died at the age 45 of a heart attack, I wasn't surprised. I was just sad. People always think of us as rivals, but he was among the very few I liked, and even fewer that I respected. He remains the only person that I envied. And that's the movie, boys.
Done.
That's it.
Done and done. So good. Good.
Kurt, you're the guest. Have you got any other bits and pieces?
No, I actually managed to get through them all.
Hey, well done! Like, it's so hard to get all your facts in with me blabbering on, as John will tell you.
There's a couple that that you two had said though. So good. Yeah.
No.
Fantastic. We're on the same track. We're on the same racetrack.
Yeah.
John, Nigel Mansell?
I've got Niki Lauda passed away in his sleep on May 20th, 2019 at age 70. So he done all right, gone in his sleep. At one point it says that cars could go 186 miles an hour back in 1976, whereas nowadays they can reach speeds of 233 miles per hour, which is that's crazy madness, isn't it? F1 teams generally don't put ice in their tyres, they use dry ice. Because at one point it shows you them putting ice on tyres. I'm like, is that a thing?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Done it now, hasn't he? During the 70s, there were approximately 12 to 18 Formula 1 drivers killed. Depends on the race, but that's the sort of 12 to 18. You've done all the most dangerous track. Is it what's this Jeddah Chronicle? Is that a thing?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi, yeah.
So they class that now as the most dangerous track.
That's one of the like city-based tracks. So there's basically like no runoff areas.
I think I've seen it. So it's hard to get past. It's hard to.
Is that a nighttime track, Kurt?
No.
No, right, okay. Because I know there's a couple of nighttime ones, isn't there? There's a few in.
Actually, carry on.
All right. Typical Formula 1 clean pit stop for all four tyres is approximately 2 to 2.5 seconds. Jesus. World record is 1.80 seconds.
Jesus, how is that possible?
God knows. And that's it. I've got one. Formula 1 drivers prevent visor condensation primarily by creating a dual pane barrier using specialised chemical coating.
Because, 'cause, 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 Because they drilled a hole in each side of his thing, and I was like, "That's really close to his eye. I don't like that."
See, when it was coming through, I honestly had that. I don't like it. Don't like it.
It is a night track. Yeah.
It is. Oh wow! Right. Okay. Yeah, gorgeous.
And that's me, mate.
Don't agree with their politics, though. Niki Lauda first saw the film. His response was, "Shit, that really is me," which I quite liked. Snetterton Circuit was used because its corners mimic iconic F1 track geometries, allowing Howard to recreate circuits that no longer exist in their 70s form. At Snetterton, the production ran actual 1976 F1 cars.
Ooh.
The production used real period cars that needed constant heat cycling because vintage engines and tyres could crack if left cold for too long. They were maintained by race historians during shooting. And a pivotal helicopter point of view scene from the near the film's climax took 30 minutes to prepare for a final shot that lasted 3 seconds. It involved wind machines and water ripple effects.
Wow.
Right, and that's what I've got. Kurt, do you want to have a guess at how many you think we managed to get?
76.
Ooh, higher, John.
86.
Ooh, higher, Kurt.
94.
Higher, John.
102.
Oh, 103.
What?
103. Bloody hell.
Nice. Well done.
Well done, lads. Good work.
That was all right.
Yeah, I always top these up twice because I'm always like, yeah, I could have always missed one or I could have always counted something double, but 103. Fantastic.
That was good
work.
considering it was a lot of action stuff.
Yeah, and especially considering that it's not our, pardon the pun, wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That Kurt, Kurt, you made us think about things that we have no sense ever thinking about.
And that's good. No business being there.
We've no business. Fantastic. So thank you very much for that. Kurt, of course, got a spin on the wheel, and hopefully we've done all right by you with that one.
Yeah.
And that was because he pays us £1. And that's the patrons are about to get shouted out. But Kurt, just remind us again where we can find yours and Pete's podcast.
So yeah, have just on all of your podcast players search for Never Watchers.
There you go. Fantastic. I saw you on a top 10 Marvel review podcasts list the other day, and I meant to send you the link.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll find it. I can't remember what it was. It was some aggregator, and you were like, I think something like 8 out of 10 cats. Yeah, so that'd be good. So you can tell me. Yeah, do send our love to Pete as well, because it wouldn't be a podcast without him. Yeah, so let him know we were asking about after him. But yeah, the people that pay are going to get a shout out right now, and one of them is going to get an episode next week, John.
Yeah.
Right, Phil Fairish, Rachel Plant. Hey, these are all your friends. These people. We've got Gadget. We've got Stig, Josh Wilson, Gavin Bilson.
Give me
Bilson.
Bosun.
Gavin Bosun. Gav McGill, Ian Graham, Mono and Kira, Biggie, Joe Higgins, Joe and James. We've just done an episode of Repeat or Delete on Fort Boyard. Listeners, remember Fort Boyard?
Leslie Grantham?
Yeah, I'd never watched a second of Fort Boyard.
Jesus.
A second of it. Until I watched it the other day for this. Talk about, I don't know about Crystal Maze, more like the Crystal Meth.
Was Melinda Messenger on it?
Oh, yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. What's that called?
Dirty Den was a presenter on it.
It was Dirty Den, absolutely.
Oh, Leslie.
He's So if you've got absolutely nothing better to do with your time, listeners, go and listen to that, which was it was hellish to watch, but was a lot of fun to record. Nigel Davis, I was going to say, I keep wanting to say the Wonder Emporium because that's the old thing. The Hobby Hoarder, I spent a fortune at his stall, and they've got even more big things coming. So I'm looking forward to that.
Stay away.
I know, yeah, it's payday next week. Ian McComish, Maria, Ali, Dale, and Megan, Jen Stewart, lovely Rob Jones, Kieran Corrigan, Oodles, Candy, some bloke called Kurt, Dean.
He's angry.
I know. Luke, Kyle, and Benicio del Sanchez. Hey, Benicio. There you go. Right, fantastic. So thank you so much for that. Kurt, thanks for taking out like an hour and a half of your day and all the other time that you spent researching stuff. We really appreciate it.
And thanks for the film as well. The film was really good.
Yeah, neither of us had seen it before. and it's going to go on rotation for me as
Yeah.
probably one of my favourite sports films. Up there with Goal 2.
Ooh. Really?
Did you mention Goal recently in
Loved
one
it.
of the Discords, Kurt? I'm sure you mentioned Goal. Did you not say it was meant to be another team, not Newcastle?
Oh yeah,
Was that
yeah.
somebody
it was
else?
meant to
Yeah.
be Liverpool.
Meant to be
But,
Liverpool, yeah.
Adidas were the ones funding the project, and they weren't sponsoring Liverpool.
Right. I will keep that in my back pocket for when we do the Kuno Becker movie then. Great, fantastic. So thanks again, Kurt. We both appreciate it. John,
Cheers.
who's coming up next week?
Somebody that has been
what-
waiting for a long time.
I mean, that's the end of the fun for us
Yeah,
with the
it's
spins,
good
isn't
to-
it?
good
Like,
to-
we can't even make a
It's
joke
good
of it
winding up
anymore.
with Stegosaurus, but he's got that name.
And he's going to be on. He's going to be on.
He's gonna be
Mutual
here.
friend of the lot
And
of
we are
us.
doing Masters of the Universe. He-Man.
Masters of the Universe. So the run of good movies comes to
Comes
an
to an
end.
end.
Have you ever seen the 1980s Masters of the Universe film, Kurt?
Oh.
No. And do you know what? I wouldn't bother. I honestly wouldn't bother. Wait until Jared Leto does his instead with the League of Skeletons. Or whatever's going on. It's atrocious. It's awful. But Stig knows what he's doing. And Stig we trust.
If I can get Stig to watch Rush, then I'll consider watching it. Because I've been
Oh,
on
right,
him
okay.
I've been on at him to watch a racing film, and I'm hoping that he'll watch Rush for this episode.
He does tend to watch stuff before he listens.
Yeah.
So I think we'll get him, and if we can get him to do it before he does his episode, he'll listen to us winding him up. So all right, fantastic, great. Again, gentlemen, thank you so much, listeners. If you like what we do, give us a quid, and you could be in Kurt's position right now.
Like in a good film.
Talking about picking a
pick
film
a
we've
good one.
never seen.
Yeah.
Or you can be in Stig's position, picking a film we never wanted to see.
He's had that.
Do that at 100 things you learn from film.co.uk or patreon.com/100 things film. If not, like and subscribe wherever you are. Do whatever you can. Tell your mates. Subscribe your mam to the podcast. It could be hilarious. We could be a new favourite podcast.
be.
We could be. But for now, he's been Kurt. I've been Planty, and he's been John, and this has been 103 Things We Learned from Rush. See ya.
There you go.
Right.